Welcome to Enterprise Epics. Have you ever wondered about the hidden layers beneath our everyday internet? A mysterious realm where the unseen becomes reality? Today, we unravel the enigmatic world of the dark web. This invisible digital universe, beyond the reach of standard search engines, is a haven for the unrestricted, the anonymous, and sometimes the unlawful. Our journey takes us to an infamous corner of the dark web, the notorious Silk Road. Imagine an online bazaar, not for your usual goods, but for the illicit and the unattainable. Silk Road, often likened to the drug equivalent of Amazon, offered everything from illicit substances to unthinkable services, delivered right to your doorstep. At the heart of this digital underworld was a figure as unexpected as the marketplace itself, Ross Ulbricht. Raised in a nurturing home in Texas, a former Boy Scout, and a physics student, Ross was the antithesis of a typical criminal overlord. Yet, beneath this unassuming facade, he orchestrated an empire responsible for over $1 billion in illegal transactions. But was Ross a criminal mastermind, or just a misguided idealist? This is a question that continues to stir debates. Before we delve deeper into this web of intrigue, if you're finding this video fascinating, don't forget to subscribe to Enterprise Epics for more gripping stories from the digital frontier. Ross Ulbricht's journey from an ordinary life to the mastermind of Silk Road is a tale of ambition, secrecy, and the power of the internet. His libertarian views and belief in a free, unregulated market drove him to create a platform where anything could be bought or sold anonymously. Using the Tor browser and Bitcoin, Ross set up Silk Road, giving users the freedom to trade without government oversight. But the road to the Silk Road was fraught with challenges. From coding the website single-handedly in his bedroom to cultivating illegal substances as initial stock, Ross's determination was unyielding. His vision of a liberated marketplace began to take shape, attracting buyers and sellers worldwide, dealing in everything from narcotics to firearms. As the Silk Road grew, so did the complications. The platform became a target for hackers, law enforcement, and internal betrayals. The question of morality also surfaced. Was Silk Road simply a marketplace, or was it enabling harm and addiction? These ethical dilemmas were at the forefront of Ross's operation. The Silk Road was more than just a platform for illicit transactions. It was a symbol of defiance against conventional regulations. Ross Ulbricht, under his pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts, advocated for a market free from governmental oversight, where personal choice reigned supreme. This utopian ideal, however, clashed with the stark realities of the dark web. As Silk Road's popularity skyrocketed, it became a focal point in the debate over internet freedom and the ethical boundaries of e-commerce. On one hand, it represented a groundbreaking exercise in libertarian economics, a case study of supply and demand without legal constraints. On the other, it raised serious concerns about safety, accountability, and the potential for abuse. Was Ross's creation a step towards internet freedom, or a dangerous foray into lawlessness? The paradox of the Silk Road lay in its duality. It offered anonymity and freedom, but this same anonymity made it a breeding ground for activities that ranged from the morally ambiguous to the outright criminal. The site hosted a plethora of listings, from rare books and art to dangerous drugs and illegal services. It became a mirror reflecting the complex nature of humanity's desires, unrestricted by societal norms. Ross's own journey on this path was fraught with peril. As he navigated the world he created, he encountered challenges that tested his ideology. The anonymity that protected his users also shielded hackers and scammers, turning Silk Road into a target for both. The platform had to evolve continuously to address these threats, from enhancing security protocols to resolving disputes among users. It was a digital game of chess, with each move more complex than the last. But as Ross grappled with these external threats, he also faced internal conflicts. His libertarian ideals often clashed with the harsh realities of running what had become an underground empire. The responsibility of such power weighed heavily on him, as evidenced in the messages and diaries found after his arrest. These writings revealed a man struggling to reconcile his vision with the impact of his creation. Ross's downfall and subsequent arrest marked a significant moment in the history of the internet. It raised questions about the limits of online freedom and the role of law enforcement in cyberspace. The Silk Road saga became a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of unregulated digital spaces. The The Silk Road Saga was not just a story about a marketplace. It was a tale of an ideological battle playing out in the digital realm. Ross Ulbricht's Silk Road challenged the very foundations of legal and moral governance on the internet. It posed critical questions. Where do the boundaries of freedom and regulation intersect online? How do we balance the rights of individuals with the safety of the community in a digital world? This digital marketplace, while a haven for those seeking unfettered freedom, also became a litmus test for the limits of libertarian ideals. The anonymity and lack of regulation that were once heralded as the pinnacle of freedom became double-edged swords. The absence of oversight meant that while some users engaged in harmless transactions, others exploited this freedom for nefarious purposes. Silk Road, in its quest for absolute liberty, inadvertently created a space where the lines between right and wrong blurred. The ethical dilemma of the Silk Road was further compounded by its impact on real lives. Every transaction, be it benign or harmful, has consequences in the physical world. The sale of dangerous substances led to real health crises, and the availability of illegal items posed serious security threats. Ross Ulbricht's virtual utopia was having tangible, often tragic impacts on society. As the mastermind behind Silk Road, Ross faced an internal struggle. His dream of a liberated marketplace clashed with the grim realities of what his creation had become. The idealistic young man who envisioned a world free from constraints was now at the helm of a platform that had spiraled into a hub for illegal activities. His initial vision of a free market space had morphed into a complex ecosystem with its own set of unforeseen challenges and moral quandaries. Ross Ulbricht's arrest and the shutdown of Silk Road marked a pivotal moment in the history of the internet. It served as a wake-up call to governments, law enforcement agencies, and netizens alike. The boundaries of digital freedom, the responsibilities of online platforms, and the role of regulatory bodies in cyberspace were all called into question. Silk Road became a case study in the complexities of internet governance, raising awareness about the need for a balanced approach to digital freedom and accountability. The legacy of the Silk Road continues to influence the digital world. It has sparked ongoing debates about privacy, surveillance, and the extent of government intervention in the online sphere. The story of Ross Ulbricht and his digital empire remains a compelling narrative that reminds us of the profound impact of technology on society and the delicate balance that must be maintained in the ever-evolving digital landscape. In conclusion, the Silk Road Saga is more than a tale of a digital marketplace. It is a story that challenges us to think deeply about the kind of digital future we want to create. It compels us to ponder the ethical implications of our online actions and the responsibilities that come with digital freedom. As we navigate this ever-changing digital era, let's remember the lessons from the Silk Road and strive for a balanced and responsible approach to the vast, uncharted territories of the internet. Thank you for joining Enterprise Epics on this enthralling journey through the digital underbelly. We hope this exploration into the Silk Road Saga has provided you with insights into the complexities of the online world.